Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. Journalist Mark Linus wants social media networks to take stronger action against climate misinformation. Given that we now know the climate consensus is 99.9% in the scientific community, there is no room for denialism. Mark wants anyone who talks climate nonsense to be banned from social media. I wonder if that would include himself if he was the one spreading misinformation. Let's start by looking at his claim that 99.9% of scientists agree with him. More than 30,000 American scientists, including more than 9,000 PhDs, have signed the Global Warming Petition Project. The petition reads, "There's no convincing scientific evidence that human release of carbon dioxide, methane, or other greenhouse gases is causing or will in the foreseeable future cause catastrophic heating of the Earth's atmosphere." 30,000 scientists is a lot of people, and according to Mark Linus, that's only 0.1% of the scientific community. So Mark seems to think that there's 30 million scientists who agree with him about his climate catastrophe. That would require that one person out of every 10 in the United States is a climate alarmist scientist. I wonder where he got his ridiculous consensus information from. 8 years ago, Barack Obama said, 97% of scientists agree. Climate change is real, man-made, and dangerous. That same year, the American Meteorological Society did a survey of their professional members. Just over half of them responded that global warming was mostly caused by humans. And among professional forecasters, only 37% believed that global warming was mostly caused by humans. The American Meteorological Society didn't bother to ask their members if they thought global warming was dangerous, because they knew that they would get a very small percentage saying yes. So Barack Obama was spreading climate misinformation. According to Mark Linus, Barack Obama should not be allowed a voice in the climate discussion because he spreads misinformation. And Mark Linus's claim of 99.9% is even more ridiculous, so he should be canceled as well. But I'm not ready for him to self-cancel quite yet. In 2009, the Republic of the Maldives appointed Mark Linus as an advisor on climate change. And around that same time, the Maldives held an underwater cabinet meeting. The idea behind this meeting was to tell Western countries that unless they sent the Maldives lots of money, the island was going to drown. Also in 2009, Mark Linus wrote this book predicting 6 degrees of global warming and that London was going to be drowned by massive waves. In this book from 12 years ago, he said that the Maldives will shortly cease to exist. But the reality is that for the past 60 years, islands like the Maldives have been growing in size. Some of these islands have expanded quite a bit since 1943. The only thing the islands are drowning from is a flood of money. They're opening up lots of new airports right on the beach. Property values are sky high. Webcams in the Maldives don't seem to indicate an island that's underwater. But things haven't always been this good in the Maldives. In 1837 it was reported that some of the islands were disappearing. Mark Linus's book predicting 6 degrees of global warming is beyond the pale of ridiculous. Mark Linus is a professional misinformer who makes lots of money by spreading propaganda. And he wants anyone who tells the truth silenced because they threaten his income. Mark Linus's demand for censorship is not surprising. Barack Obama said, "The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are those with something to hide." And JFK said, "A nation that's afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation that's afraid of its people." Mark Linus is afraid of people hearing the truth, which is why he demands censorship. Toto knows that people and dogs who are confident of their skills welcome competition. Mark Linus is not one of those people, nor are any of his other climate alarmist friends. In fact, most of his friends have Toto blocked on Twitter. Toto is not impressed by that sort of cowardly behavior. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, and Caesar on the web at realclimatescience.com.